We've had spotty showers since about 7 a.m. here in D.C., and the radar indicates it's going to continue, but nothing to stop football from happening at FedEx Field. Just as we were getting ready for air, both teams coming out of their locker rooms, out of the tunnel, and this crowd is pumped up as their Redskins get set to match up with the Chicago Bears. It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Warning! Hey, pick your game up!
They'll run with a third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. On 2nd and 12. Foles. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They'll go with Darius Geis, who missed all of 2018 with injury. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. A Redskin first down. The pickup, 15 yards. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 32-yard line.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. It's Geis on the counter, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. 3rd down. Here's Haskins. Man open. It's Moss complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Redskin first down. The pickup, 15 yards. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. That one caught by Gibson.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Back to the ground game now with Geis. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Yeah, 6 yards, 58, come on.
On 3rd down, Haskins. That'll be caught over the middle by Moss. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll run for it. Geis. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Haskins on the keeper. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Oh, no dice there. That is excellent penetration. They give him no lane whatsoever to try and sneak the football across, and in fact, he'll wind up losing ground on 1st down.
Let's go. Now the roof. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The point after through the raindrops, up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jonathan Allen just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. fielded at the 20. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now. I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
On 2nd and 12, Haskins nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack able to record his 5th sack of the season.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now it's Haskins. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. So the punt rolls out of bounds, and they'll have pretty good field position here up near the 40-yard line.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Now Foles. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 1st down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
1st down, Bears.
Good. 20. Great.
There's Foles. Dancing, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jonathan Allen able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st down, Chicago.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Foles. Got a man. It's Patterson complete. 16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for Chicago.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Tariq Cohen, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. No problem there on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position back.
And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Here's Haskins to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. The Redskins on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And he fields it cleanly. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bears. Take over.
At their own 33-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Second and 14. Robinson's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down, Bears.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
They'll look to throw. It's complete to Robinson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. The screen pass here to Cohen. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
Be alert, be alert.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And Graham's got it, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Bears 14, Redskins 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This will be fielded at the 6. Then he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return.
At their own 38-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
The throw right sideline here is complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the Bears' 47-yard line.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Haskins will throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
To throw on third down. Haskins. This is brought in by Gibson. And he's got this down to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Tackle made there by Bilal Nichols. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a handoff, Geis going right. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
The Redskins on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle. I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. Yet in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, their last 2 drives both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
A big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's complete to Robinson. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Foles. He's going to let this go for the end zone. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Tariq Cohen on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as the Bears push further out in front. Point after up and good. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, come get a little bit closer this time.
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a give. Right side, it's Geis.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It was Eric Reed in on the stop. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and knock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
On the ground, Geis. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal. This Bears defense trying to hold on. This is third and goal. Here's Geis. Gets around him. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. They come up in an offset eye. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Here we go with Geis. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Darius Geis as the first half is winding down, as his guys are back within a single score. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
We play to win. Let's go.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. From the 30 on second down, Haskins. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
How did he do that? How did he do it? I mean, in this type of weather, it's not just catching it, it's seeing it coming towards it. Maybe that's why he ended up having to go up one-handed, but boy, what a catch.
That was a spectacular one-handed grab. Now Haskins to throw it, and nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. On the ground, it's Geis. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, it's Haskins. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A Redskin first down. The pickup 15 yards. On first down, this is Geis. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From just shy of midfield, Haskins. And that's off the mark, incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Third down, here's Haskins. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, Let's take control right away.
Yeah,
Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
180. What we got? What we got? What we got?
On second down now. It's Cohen. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Haskins to throw on second down. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And all the way down to the 26. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. Throwing on second and long. Haskins over the middle, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And the Bears in the nickel. No, wait, they're in the dime. 6 DBs out there on 3rd.
Could play an exotic coverage.
Now Haskins. Man open, it's Moss complete. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Redskins are going to retake the lead. Now a toss going left. And he'll get into the end zone to push the lead up to a field goal. So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get. And it's just so strange to see that go up on the board. And then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
At the 25-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's see what you got.
Here's 2nd and 8. Running right through him. The connection made. It's Graham. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
On 2nd and 11 now. Foles. That's complete to Butler. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
First down,
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. Now Foles, and he fires one incomplete. Bryce Butler, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. To throw on 2nd and 10. Foles, his throw incomplete. Strong safety Landon Collins, the one who got a hand in there, knocked it away.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Foles. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Second down, Haskins. That's caught by the UCLA product. It's Caleb Wilson. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Yeah, 6 yards, 58, come on. You better be afraid of me. You better.
This is Geis. Roquan Smith, fresh off a solid rookie campaign, in on the tackle for Chicago.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
I got you, son.
On second down, here's Haskins. And his throw is incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
That one caught by Gibson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear, but here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on 4th. Now a run with Geis. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Back now at FedEx Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Back to the ground on 1st. It's Geis. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On 2nd and very short, Haskins. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches.
That's what I do.
They'll try and get it with Geis. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Now it's Haskins. And his throw's going to be incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, and we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
third down. Haskins. Open man is Sims. He's got it. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Geis, they'll try to run it. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now second and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Second down and goal. Haskins. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of the team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Let's go. Let's go.
The delay of game backs him up 5, first and 15. Here's Foles. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On second and 15 now. Foles. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. The Bears on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is third down and 12. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let this one go. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. And it's no good. That could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the fourth. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They start on the ground with Geis. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A Redskin first down. The pickup 15 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Geis showing he's going to be an important part of this Redskin backfield as he's in there again for first down. Here's Haskins to throw, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Second and 10 now. Haskins firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. They'll run with Geis. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10. Now Haskins on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football. This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. On first down, Gibson. And able to work his way down to the 16. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Haskins now off the bootleg. Buying time, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Below Nichols in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now it's Haskins. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There was nothing available there for him.
out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Show it up. Recon, 132 fighter. Here we go.
2nd and 10. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down.
We got trips over here. There's overload.
He'll look to throw. And Graham's got it. Complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. So they had to take the shot there. Obviously, that was pretty much it, their last chance.
No other play for them, right? I mean, there's no other choice. It's not like you can have some strategy move, right? Punt it away and hope you... No, that's what they had to do. Right now, that offensive unit, they're pretty discouraged on the sidelines. They're going to feel like they let the team down in that situation, but they were in a tough spot to begin with.
And with no timeouts now, they just need a miracle.
Yeah, an absolute miracle. If the team has the ball, just find a way to run out the clock, take care of the ball, and go home a winner.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. The Redskins, they can smell victory now. They take a knee.
Let's go. Now the wolf. Check. Watch 54. Here we go, D. Here I come and they go.
Haskins down to a knee, and his guys about to come away victorious. So with that neat 3 weeks in the books, and they creep above 500 now at 2-1.
You know, I played with a guy once after taking a knee at the end of the game, and he came in and grabbed the equipment manager and said, make sure you wash that spot, special, because I just took a knee for a win. That tells you how much guys enjoy that, because getting a win, no one takes it for granted.
On the ready. 58, Mike. Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
So hail to the Redskins as they get the victory here. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for the Redskins, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Bears, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.